Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into history, to a time over 1,200 years ago. To meet a legend whose name still echoes through the halls of time, Charlemagne. King of the Franks, often known as Charles the Great. Get ready, because this isn't just a history lesson. It's the epic tale of a man who reshaped Europe. Imagine a world without clear borders. A continent recovering from the fall of the Roman Empire, a patchwork of kingdoms and peoples. Into this world, a powerhouse emerged. Charlemagne wasn't just a king. He was a force of nature, a visionary who saw beyond the fragmented landscape of his time. He ruled over the Franks, a powerful Germanic people who inhabited what we now know as France and Germany. But his ambitions stretched far beyond just his immediate kingdom. He wasn't your typical monarch sitting idly on a throne. Charlemagne was a warrior, yes, a brilliant military strategist who led his knights into countless battles. But he was also a wise leader, a thinker, a statesman. His dream: to unite Europe under one grand empire, a dream so audacious it almost sounds impossible. Yet he pursued it with unwavering determination. Through a series of campaigns that spanned decades, he expanded his lands, bringing different peoples and territories under his sway. We're talking about massive conquests that literally redrew the map of Europe. But it wasn't just about brute strength. Charlemagne understood diplomacy, alliances, and the power of a unified vision. And then, a pivotal moment arrived, forever cementing his place in history. On Christmas Day, in the year 800, a day usually reserved for spiritual reflection, something extraordinary happened. In Rome, the Pope, Leo III, placed a crown upon Charlemagne's head, declaring him none other than the Emperor of the Romans. Think about that for a second. The title of Roman Emperor, revived after centuries, bestowed upon a Frankish king. This wasn't just a fancy new title. It was a powerful statement, signaling a new era, and making Charlemagne undeniably one of the most powerful men of the entire Middle Ages. It symbolically linked his new empire to the grandeur of ancient Rome, giving it immense prestige and influence. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Charlemagne wanted more than just battles and conquests. He understood that true power wasn't just about military might. It was about knowledge, culture, and progress. He was a champion of education and learning, recognizing their importance for a stable and prosperous society. Under his rule, a remarkable period known as the Carolingian Renaissance began. And no, it wasn't a rebirth of ancient Rome in the literal sense, but a powerful revival of intellectual and cultural activity. Imagine a world where literacy was rare and books were precious. Charlemagne actively worked to change that. He built schools and monasteries and cathedrals, encouraging scholars from all over Europe to come and share their knowledge. He reformed education, standardized handwriting, which helped preserve countless ancient texts and supported the copying of manuscripts. This era saw a flourishing of art, writing, and knowledge that had been largely dormant since the decline of the Western Roman Empire. He surrounded himself with brilliant minds, fostering an environment where ideas could thrive. This wasn't just about personal enlightenment. It was about building a foundation for future generations. He protected culture, ensuring that the legacy of antiquity wasn't lost, but rather studied and preserved. This cultural awakening laid critical groundwork for the development of European civilization as we know it. He essentially kick-started an intellectual revival that profoundly impacted medieval thought and culture. Charlemagne also instituted legal reforms, trying to bring order and justice to his vast empire. He traveled extensively throughout his domains, holding court, listening to petitions, and making decisions that affected millions. He wasn't a distant ruler. He was actively involved in the governance and well-being of his people. His legacy is immense. Even after his death in 814, Charlemagne wasn't forgotten. He earned the revered title of Father of Europe because his empire. His legal reforms and his cultural initiatives laid the foundational stones for many of the countries we recognize today. The Holy Roman Empire, which lasted for centuries, traced its origins directly back to his coronation. His vision of a united Christian Europe, though never fully realized in his lifetime, continued to inspire leaders for centuries. He created a common identity and culture across a vast territory, fostering a sense of shared heritage that still resonates. Think about it. France and Germany, two major European powers. Both claim Charlemagne as a crucial figure in their national histories. His impact on European politics, religion, and culture is simply undeniable. He wasn't perfect. No historical figure ever is. But his ambition, his intellect, and his sheer determination left an indelible mark on the world. His story is a testament to the power of leadership, vision, and the enduring impact one individual can have on the course of history. And that, my friends, is the incredible story of Charlemagne, King of the Franks and Emperor of the Romans. A true giant of the Middle Ages whose legacy continues to shape our world. If you enjoyed this journey into history, please hit that like button, share this video with your fellow history buffs, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories from the past. Your support means the world to us. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.